Hey guys, Gino here from Market Movers. So today's video is going to be explaining to all you guys how I bought my first rental property. 24 now. I started the process on the 24th of June when I was 23, and I'm just going to talk you through all the fun stuff about it, all the bad stuff about it, and just basically explain to you what it took for me to buy this apartment that I'm currently in. I did have big plans. I had a camera that I brought from Cork to Clonmel to record this, but I didn't bring the battery to the camera, so we're on the laptop. So I will do a tour, walk around the place and show you probably on my phone, and I'll slot it into the video at some point. This is not financial advice nor life advice, but it is something I've just finished going through as of today, and hopefully I'll have tenants moving in the next couple of days. So I'm going to talk to you all about it. I'm going to explain to you how I got my mortgage, how much I paid for the apartment, what kind of apartment it is, where it is, how long it took me to get my mortgage, what I needed to get my mortgage, who I used for my mortgage, fees that that most people won't know about, stamp duty, solicitor fees, life insurance. You have to get loads of things like that. So look, I'm going to go through it all in the video. It might be a bit of a long-winded one because I'm kind of going off the cuff. Got a load of sheets here that I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to get into it. And I also will slot in a tour of the apartment at some point. I don't know when. You'll have to bear with me. I'm a bit flustered now that my camera's not here, so I'm just going to get through it. So guys, without further ado, we'll get straight into the video. Please don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this video with your friends. I think it's a really important thing that people realise that it's not impossible to buy property in Ireland, even though it's not easy. I did get a good deal, but look, nothing's impossible, I guess. So we'll get straight into it and we'll go from there. So started off, it was the 24th of June. I was on daft.ie, I'm sad, like I always am. I'm always looking on Daft, just looking at stuff, see what's going on. Something I had noticed over the last year or so is that in Clonmel there is almost nowhere to rent. So we've got huge factories, we've got Abbott, we've got Boston, Magners, we've got loads of different companies here. Loads of people living, I think there's like nearly 20,000 people living in Clonmel, and there wasn't a single place to rent. And when something goes up, it's gone again, it's gone fast. So it was something that was always in my head, to get a property here eventually that I'd be able to rent out. I was kind of always looking for a 3-bedroom. There's not a lot of 3-bedroom apartments in Clonmel. Pardon me. Mainly 2-bedroom apartments, 1-bedroom apartments. But I was keeping an eye out anyway. So as most of you know, since 2017 I've been working full time and saving. So I was kind of constantly saving money for a deposit for something like this to come up eventually. And then as I said in previous videos, the bank will pay for most of it. You'll pay it back, but they will help you along the way. So first time buyer is 10%, and if you're a second time buyer you need 20% deposit. So I was on Daft on a Sunday, found this apartment up for sale, and I came down. I just spun down from my parents' house with my dad to have a look. Had a look on the outside, and then we rang the number Monday morning and we got straight in for a look straight away. We were the first people to call, and luckily the gentleman who we were dealing with was happy to put it off the market pretty much straight away for us once we said we wanted it. I hadn't a mortgage approved at this stage, but I had a feeling I'd have no problem getting one. I had had a loan in the past, so I knew I had credit history, and I knew I had a solid job, my accounts were fine, my savings were fine, and all that kind of stuff. So I knew for the most part that it would be okay, and it was just a matter of time because these mortgages, they're slow. So it was June we started, at the very end of June. So I was in Clonmel, went to EBS Mortgages just across the road from McDonald's, if you're familiar with Clonmel. Called in there, met a nice man named Perry, who's obviously sells mortgages. Told him all my stuff, he was extremely helpful. He just sent me on, he gave me a leaflet of what I needed to send him on. 6 months bank statements, proof of employment, 3 months pay slips, and just then you have to get into details like when he goes through your bank statements, where did this money come from, where did that money go, who's this person, what's that, if you're paying rent, all your basic information, where you're living, where you're paying rent to, all this kind of stuff. So they will check everything, and they will be looking for stuff in your bank statements. For example, there was there was one bit of cash I put into my bank, of €300 cash, and they wanted to know what was that for 5 months ago that you put €300 in your account. You know, I had to go back and check and think, and you'll find it eventually and you'll figure it out. But there's things like that. So one of the main things is obviously having a pretty clean bank account, avoiding gambling, avoiding debt, avoiding going into your overdraft if you can. Of course, you need your savings, so I keep my savings in the credit union. So I had my savings account that I had to show them then, and you can see that you're putting into that every month, and they can see your rent is going in, your rent is coming out every month. So usually people buying an apartment will be stopping renting, so that's if your rent is higher than what your mortgage is going to be, that's a pretty good sign for them straight away, and they can see you're paying your rent every month. Obviously your credit history has to be clean. If you've had loans in the past that you didn't pay, car loans or bank loans or anything that you didn't pay, you're obviously not going to get approved for a mortgage. But, that's usually at a young age you haven't done that yet, or someone's already told you not to make that mistake. So guys, that was kind of the mortgage application process. It was pretty handy. The guys were really helpful in there. I'm going to talk you through the mortgage just a little bit more detail. So I took a 25-year mortgage. Sorry, I'm after dropping all my notes. I took a 25-year mortgage out. The apartment I was buying was 100. Was 115,000. So I paid 115,000 euros for the apartment, and I gave a 30,000 euro deposit, and I mortgaged 85,000 euros. So I did more than 10%. I just had it, and I was happy to give it, but nonetheless, you could do less. So I was mortgaging 85,000 euros over 25 years. So at 25 years, I did fixed rate for 1 year of 2.9%. At the moment, the standard variable rate is around 3.7%. The reason I picked 1 year for this, you can continue it again next year, but I figured for the first year, at least I know what my payment is every single month, and leave me settle in, leave me get people in here, and leave me get used to paying the mortgage. So my mortgage payment is 398 euros a month and 67 cents. So it's a 3-bedroom apartment essentially for just shy of 400 euros a month. One thing I did have to do is I had to get a life insurance policy with Irish Life. So I got a life insurance policy because I'm low risk, non-smoker, young person, no children, no anything like that. That ended up only being 13 euros a month. So it's going to be costing me about 410 euros a month between my life insurance and actually paying for this apartment mortgage wise. So you've got a 3-bedroom apartment now off the cuff for about 400 euros a month. Now, that was the other thing. So it's a 3-bedroom apartment, one of very few 3-bedroom apartments. And the lucky thing is, in Ireland, if this is your permanent residency and you live here, you can make 14,000 euros a month renting out the other rooms. Sorry, 14,000 euros a year, tax-free, renting out the other rooms. So what I've done now is I have my room here, and I will also have 2 other rooms. They'll be renting for approximately about 500 euros roughly a month each, which will bring in roughly about 1,000 euros, and you can take your 400 euros off that to pay your mortgage. So you have this rent paying your mortgage, so there goes my rent, and there goes my mortgage payment straight away, and then you've got 600 euros left to which you can pay. You can save that up, and obviously if something goes wrong with the apartment, you need to be able to fix it, but eventually I'm hoping to save that up and be able to get another place in the future. So guys, it's kind of a bit of a passive income straight off the bat with your rental income, and because of the Irish law, up to 14,000 euros a year rent free in your own home, there's no tax on that 600 euro or on that 1,000 euro. So that's pretty cool. It's a pretty big benefit of doing something like this. As I said, it's a long process. We're like the start of October now, the 5th of October. I've been doing this since the 24th of June. It was a long process, but it wasn't hard work for me. It was just when you go to solicitors, which we'll be getting into next, when you go through solicitors and you're dealing with another person's solicitor, your solicitor, your auctioneers, and you're dealing with mortgage brokers and life insurance companies, everything just takes time and it can be a bit slow. But it was okay. In fairness, like I can't complain about it at all. Everyone was really helpful. The solicitor I used was very helpful. Every time I rang him, he was happy to talk and explain what was going on. The guy I bought the apartment off was an absolute gentleman. He left me some furniture and everything here, so I didn't have to get couches and things like that. Extremely helpful. Some things now, like trying to sort out bins, electricity. I had Electric Ireland onto me pretty much straight away, wanting to know what I'm doing. Do they want me to cut off the electricity? So I have to ring them now after this video. The bin company, I have to ring the bins. There's loads of bins downstairs. There's only one other apartment in this block just above me. So we're on the second floor. There's apartments below, but they're in a different door. And then there's an apartment above, so I just rang that man, and I'm going to introduce myself to him so we know each other if we ever need anything from each other or need to talk to each other or anything. I think that's a pretty good way to start. And yeah, guys, so that's pretty much the gist of the actual buying of the apartment. So your mortgage, it's all your basic stuff. Keep your accounts clean, keep yourself clean, and it's just a little bit of a process. I suppose the hardest part for anyone, two things: saving up for the loan. As I said, 2017 to 2021. It's a lot of saving. It's a long time saving money, but if something had come up quicker, I probably would have bought it quicker. But you're waiting for the right thing. At the moment, prices are quite high in property. I was quite lucky to get this for the price I did. A 3-bedroom apartment right in the centre of Clonmel. It's literally right on the main street of Clonmel. Is a pretty good deal, I think, for the price I paid for it. And yeah, so what I'm going to get into now is the solicitor's fees. Not just solicitor's fees, but things the solicitor sorts out. So this is all the fun stuff. So stamp duty at 1%, so you have €1,100 in stamp duty. Land registry fee on transfer €600. Land registry fee on mortgage €175. Land registry fee opening folio €75. Folio on map €40. Search fees €120. Commissioner on oath fees €50. I don't really know what any of it is, but I paid it anyway, so that's 2,160 quid. And then there was your LPT, which is €90. Oh, I also had to pay €150 to get an auctioneer to come and value the property. So what you do is you just get it. They give you a list of auctioneers you can use. You ring them, they come, they make sure that you're paying the right amount, that you're not paying too little or too much for the property, and they confirm that with your mortgage before they mortgage it. Because if something does happen, if I was to die in the morning and I have like a €200,000 mortgage in this place, and then they can sell it and they can only sell it for 150, then they're in the hole for 50 grand. So that's what my life insurance is for, and also what the auctioneers is for. So that was €150 cost as well. There's loads of little costs, like getting keys cut. Got these special keys. You need a code to get them cut. There were €75 for 2 of them to get them cut, and just things like that, costs that creep up in you. But as I said, they're not the end of the world. So yeah, then you have your fees from your solicitor. I had €1,300. Postal fees €50. VAT 23%, €300. So overall, that was €3,910.50 that was paid to my solicitor, on top of the €30,000 that we paid then to get transferred to EBS for the mortgage, and then they loaned me €85. So I've drawn down €85,000, which then went obviously to the previous owner of the property. So again, that's seamless. I knew there'd be solicitor fees. I didn't know the ins and outs of them, but I had them all there. Now you guys know. So guys, it's kind of just something you have to go, obviously I know I was very lucky. I know the way it fell, I was quite lucky for it to fall for me. I was lucky that I found this apartment for sale. I was lucky that the guy I was buying off was so friendly. He was happy to help me. He knew I was young. He seemed pretty happy to help me by taking it off the market. There was we had no arguments. There was no hassle at all. I know a lot of people buying properties end up with hassle and the sellers giving problems and stuff like this. So we were really, really lucky. I'm delighted to have it done. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time. It's something I do think is very important, is to own property, and hopefully in the future I'll be able to own plenty of properties. I won't be like the greedy landlords you hear about in Dublin, I'm going to make this place nice. I'll give you a look at the place now. I've bought some new stuff. I bought a new dishwasher, a new washing machine, new cooker. The place does need a bit of a hoovering now. I've got people coming to view it shortly, so I'm going to be showing them, and hopefully We'll get some nice people in here to take care of the place. We'll all get on very well, and hopefully it'll all work out well. So guys, look, I'm really happy to answer anyone's questions. If anyone has queries about, if I've left out anything, if anything's unclear, if they have questions about stuff I've done or I didn't tell them enough, please message us on Market Movers Instagram. I'll be more than happy to go through absolutely everything with you guys, or answer any questions. Hopefully the video is helpful. I'm pretty happy anyway. It's nice to have finally sorted something out like this. Was a goal I've had for a long time, and it's finally sorted, and it's another investment on my portfolio, I guess. Yes, there we go. I knew I was forgetting something, the most important thing in relation to this video. So which is something people ask me about, my friends and stuff. Not all of my savings, but a lot of my savings are in the stock market and cryptocurrencies. And originally when I was looking into this, I thought that was going to be a big problem. I know in America they don't see it as a problem, they see it as savings, and sometimes in Ireland they see it as gambling. I was able to print out all my 212 statements, all my BlockFi statements, all my Coinbase statements, all my Crypto.com statements. All my accounts show exactly what I do. As you guys know, we're pretty safe when it comes to investing. We're not traders, we're investors. We spoke about this loads of times. We put money in and hold it long term, and the EBS seemed pretty happy with my account, so they could see that I was putting money in every month into the stock market, into cryptos, and I was holding, and they had all gone up, and I wasn't down on anything, and they were pretty happy with that. So that's not something to worry about. But obviously, as I said, I did have a separate savings account, a safer savings account as well. But we've gone through all this before in other videos. I'll link some of the videos above, just where I've spoke about breaking this kind of stuff down and why it's important to have different savings for different things. So guys, I hope I haven't left anything out. Thank you all for listening if you've got this far. I do think this video will be very beneficial. I'm really sorry about the camera. I'm really disappointed that I didn't bring the battery for the camera, because I just wanted a good quality video for this. But look, that's the way it is. Sometimes the content, I'm sure, is more important, and the quality content, I'm sure, is more important than what my face looks like on the screen. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the tour of the apartment. Whether it comes after I talk, before I talk, I don't know. We'll see when I'm editing it. But please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and we'll hopefully get more videos done like this. I will probably be another few years before I ever get to buy another property. But look, we'll delve into it, and if stuff comes up in the future, obstacles I hit and different things, I will talk about them on here. So I feel like I've been pretty open with you on this one. I've told you a lot of the personal side of these things, so it'd be great if you could support by leaving a comment or hitting the like button or whatever it may be. So guys, thank you all so much. I hope everyone's staying safe. I hope everyone's having a great year and doing well. I hope your cryptos are doing good and your stocks are doing well and everything else is good. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, so guys, excuse the phone video. Hopefully it looks okay now when we put it on YouTube, but I'm going to give you a quick look at the house. So we didn't have to paint the walls. The walls were already painted, and these couches and table came with the apartment, which was pretty nice of the previous owner to leave them here. We've got an electric fireplace, which turn on and switch like that. That'll put out heat and look nice. I got just a TV here, a smart TV with Netflix. It's hooked up to the internet, stuff like that. I had this chair that my uncle gave me. I just thought it would look nice, and that's just my bags and stuff. So you've got these windows with these kind of small balconies. We got blinds put in everywhere, so this had no blinds, so we got the blinds put in. About €600 for the blinds. Out here you kind of just have a view at over by the old bridge towards town. So you kind of have a nice view out that window. Got a new table and chairs, dining set and cushions. So just for people to have dinner, there was no table or chairs or anything there. New bins. This is the kitchen. So kitchen, you got the washing machine, you got a brand new cooker, a brand new fridge that I got, and a brand new dishwasher, and a kettle, toaster. Just got some stuff up here, cutlery and things like that. So it's a handy little kitchen, and it's not massive, but more than enough space, more than enough storage. front door then in the hallway. This one thing about the apartment, there's a lot of storage in here. So like this is an entire room for nothing really. I'm sure someone will figure out something to do with it. Maybe dry your clothes in here or something. We can figure something out eventually. There's huge storage in there. And then we've got the first bedroom. So they're all double bedrooms. So you've got a double bed, mirror, window, blinds. I've got these hot plates, these kind of radiator plates that work on Wi-Fi. I got them put in all the bedrooms. So I think they look pretty nice and clean. They're about 120 euros each. And then again, you've got loads of wardrobe space. I don't know what they were thinking when they were building all these wardrobes, putting in all this wardrobe space, but that's just the way it is. Again, more storage. A bit of paint and stuff in there from when we were doing around the doors. Let's come down the hallway then. We've got another sitting room, or no, sorry, another bedroom here. Double bed again, same plate again. Huge amount of wardrobe space. This one has a nice view. So you've got a nice view of the water again there, same side. You got one bathroom, so this is the bathroom with a bath, shower, toilet. Nothing too exciting really going on in there. And then lastly then, you've got this room. So we've got no bed for this room yet. I was supposed to buy one today, but unfortunately it was sold. And this is another plate, and then you've got an ensuite in this bathroom. So you've got two bathrooms, two showers, two toilets. Obviously this is the ensuite one, so someone's going to have their own bathroom in here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I think it's pretty neat, it's pretty nice. Like all them light shades were new, the couches were all new. That's new. The place was pretty clean when we got it painted wise. Just had a few small bits to do, nothing major. Changed some of the locks on the doors weren't working and things like that. But yeah, it's a pretty nice apartment, I think. And I think I did a good job, got a good job getting it. And hopefully this video just maybe inspires some of you to go do the same, or helps some of you figure out something. And as I said, if you have any questions, please give me a shout. I don't know when I'm going to slot this into the video, but look, we'll figure it out anyway. Guys, thank you so much, and we'll get back to it.